Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Vault Jersey. Joe Archino back here. Sometimes in sports and in life, you just have somebody's number, and clearly Atletico Madrid has had Real Madrid's number these past few seasons. We all kind of know it's well evidenced that they've just dominated, whether it's been at their place or at the Bernabeu. Atletico Madrid has had all the answers for Real Madrid. It happened last season, and once again this season, it happens again with them handing Real Madrid a 1-0 loss at the Bernabeu. And Real Madrid right now is kind of categorized by a period of injuries. Of course, Karim Benzema, the news just coming out today that he will now be out for about a month. Gareth Bale was already injured. James Rodriguez has been fit and playing, but you still never get the sense that he's really been himself since his continual injuries. And of course, the one who's supposed to make it all work, Cristiano Ronaldo, is out there criticizing. And some people said that his comments were kind of misconstrued, or maybe they were taken out of context, but it seems like we've all had a pretty general idea of what Ronaldo has said. And basically, you can sum it all up to his comments after the loss to Atletico Madrid were, if we were all at my level, maybe we would be leaders. And of course, he's referring to the table of La Liga, where Real Madrid now finds themselves in a third place behind a Barcelona who's really continuing to solidify their lead, and now Atletico Madrid, who's really solidified their second place spot with a win at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid. But what this really all comes down to is the instability and just the too big of egos getting in the way of what matters at Real Madrid. We don't see that problem at Barcelona. At Barcelona, it would be easy for the egos of Messi and Neymar and Suarez to get in the way of one another, but they don't, because they prioritize what matters most, and that is winning. Really, the three of them are as supremely talented at scoring as anybody in the world, and they all want their shots, they all want their glory, but they're happy to share it. And that's not always easy. It takes a very rare breed to really make that work, but Messi and Neymar and Suarez, their unselfishness really enables it to all work. And with Ronaldo, with Bale, with Benzema, we saw it last season, and it was very easy to see why this wasn't going to work, because the three of them have egos that get in the way of what matters. They want the goals, they want the shots, they want the glory, and there's no counterbalance there like Barcelona has, and that's as big a problem as any. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's a difficult player to criticize in certain aspects, but in this one, I think the criticism is justified. Certainly, him saying that if we were all at my level, we would be leaders, potentially true, but it's not the right comment, and it's not the time to make that comment. Your teammates aren't the reason that you've been losing these games, that you're in this current position right now. Ronaldo has to step up for his team. When Messi went down with his injuries, Barcelona didn't skip a beat. Suarez stepped up. Neymar led La Liga in goal scoring when Messi was absent. Barcelona didn't make excuses when Messi was out. And now Ronaldo is making excuses when his other star counterparts are out. And it really does come down to Ronaldo just hasn't been there for his team the last two. Ronaldo had a chance last weekend to on a penalty kick to put his side up 2-1, and that could have really brought that one home. He missed it. This week against Atletico Madrid, he had opportunities. He did not capitalize on them. It's easier to say this when you're out there giving everything you have. And, if LeBron James had said something like this during the NBA Finals last year, I wouldn't have batted an eye, because he literally did everything humanly possible to keep the Cavaliers competitive in that series against the Golden State Warriors. He put up historic numbers. He really did everything anyone could do without his other two star counterparts. But he didn't say something like Ronaldo said. I just don't think it's the right time for something like this to be made. You don't need to say it. Excuses are for losers, and right now, Ronaldo and Real Madrid are the losers out of the top three. And La Liga really is, at its core, a three-way race between Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid. There is a substantial drop-off between all the other clubs. They're competitive clubs, but none of them can really hold the same weight as those other three can. what this comes down to, again, is that unselfishness, once again, the egos getting in the way of what matters. And clearly, I think when you look at the leadership down from Real Madrid, it's just not the same as it is with FC Barcelona. And of course, these are always going to be the clubs that are kind of compared because they are the eternal rivals. They're two of the biggest and most renowned clubs in world football. And when you try to compare the two of them right now, Barcelona just has levels of stability and levels of unselfishness that stems down to its players that Real Madrid just does not have. We saw the fans calling for Florentino Perez's resignation. It is just a total, just not good situation at the Bernabeu right now. The fans are unhappy with what's going on. The players are unhappy with what's going on. It seemed like Rafa Benitez was kind of the scapegoat to kind of conceal, and they put all the blame on him. And then once he was took the fall, everything else was hopefully going to get better once Zidane came in. Well, Zidane is here, and it seemed like for a little while those that kind of controversy was kind of being hidden by some wins, but now you're starting to see that when Real Madrid is playing against the big boys of La Liga like Atletico Madrid, everything is starting to be uncertain again. The injuries are coming in. Ronaldo is making these comments. It is not a good period for Real Madrid right now, and for them to really be out of the most important competitions, I mean, Ronaldo really honed in that they're still alive in the Champions League, and of course, with this loss, it really says that the La Liga title is out of their hands. It is really going to be, for now on, a two-way race between Barcelona and between Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona, as it is, has shown no sign of slowing down. They really, I think we can all be pretty adamant that they will hold up the La Liga trophy at the end of the season, but for them especially, they're out of this, and that's something. They've already been out of Copa del Rey, which is something, and will they win the Champions League? Well, I mean, it's hard to say that they can with these injuries, with this instability, with all this controversy looming around their club. If Real Madrid goes another season really without winning any major trophies, I mean, what does that say about the current state of the club? It's a player problem. You have so much talent at that club. Sergio Ramos on the defensive side, Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale, I mean, Toni Kroos. The list goes on and on and on, but it has just not worked on the pitch. The just playing as a team is important. Manchester City for the English Premier League has all the talent in the world, probably the most talented side in the Premier League, but they don't always play as a team, and that's why they currently are in the place that they are in the Premier League table. And it just goes to show you, talent will only get you so far. It's getting that talent to play with each other, to get along with one another, to be unselfish with one another. That's something that Barcelona does. That's something Diego Simeone has been able to get his Atletico Madrid side to buy into, and it's just not something that has worked for Real Madrid right now. It's not a good period for Los Blancos, and certainly if they go another season without any major trophies, which realistically is what the reality is. They will not win La Liga at this point. Barcelona and Atletico Madrid have just gotten the head-to-head advantages against them already. I don't see that happening. It won't happen. The Champions League is possible, but I think realistically it's very unlikely. And of course, Copa del Rey, they've been out of that competition for some time now. So the three major trophies, realistically, Real Madrid will go another season without. That does not spell good news for the future of anyone there at the Bernabeu, but we will just have to wait and see. Until then, Jersey Joe Archino here with the Sports Vault. You could follow me on Twitter at Joe Archino, on Instagram, Jersey_Joe_Archino, and I'll see everybody next time.